It's Penn Siren right here on your classic metal show with Hung Like Jesus, or no, not that, Sister Whiskey. What's wrong with me here?
I don't know what you're thinking of there.
I was looking at the CD track listing there. It's too bad that band never went beyond their first release.
No, they did a
reunion show.
Last summer, I guess, for Kivel Records.
Right.
But they did the one, and that was it. Goodbye.
I know that Gary Velasco reached out to us and said, "Hey, thanks for playing our music because we caught you playing some of our songs, and we're doing this reunion show." And it's like, well, you guys really did a great record. I mean, obviously it has a very Skid Row-ish sound to it, and that lead singer, we always said that Skid Row wasn't going to rejoin with Sebastian. They should have looked that guy up.
They really should have. He sounded just like Sebastian on a lot of that record.
Oh shit. But
does this sound okay? It sounds funky to me.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a weird sound to it.
Well, I don't know what would I even change. Dude, I think that fucking mic stand broke. I couldn't get it to reconnect.
Yeah, I got you a new one, so I'll bring that with me and hook you up in a couple of weeks.
This will work for now. If not, I'll switch to the other room with the brand new mic in there. So one way or the other, we'll make it go.
Yeah, I hear you. What'd you do? Switch mics?
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't get the fucking one to hook back to the arm. So I just grabbed one of the one of the guest mics.
One of the guest mics, yeah. It doesn't have quite the same dynamics, but it'll suffice, I guess.
Yeah. If there was a way to hook it to it, I would, but maybe if I turn it up.
Well, it's not that it's not loud, it's just it doesn't have the same dynamics.
Cheap shit.
Yeah, seriously, pal.
Yeah, pal.
All right, let's get into something here.
All right.
It's time for the Classic Metal Show to start begging for email.
What the hell is email?
Death sent me an email.
Well, when you figure it out, email me.
And here's your loser beggars, Neeley and Chris.
You've got mail.
Well, we got a couple of small emails here.
Okay.
Patrick writes in, I enjoy the CMS every Saturday. How you and Chris do 6 hours every Saturday for free is beyond me.
It's beyond me, too.
Thank you for the last weekend. I got very down in the dumps. I felt like someone kneed me in the nutsack. When Chris said he might not have the desire to do the show more than one more year, I will just have to enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
I am the Classic Metal Show's biggest fan in Texas. Oh. Gee, I wonder who that is.
I thought he said his name was Patrick.
Well, that's the email.
Oh.
I always represent. Damn, I sound like Eddie. Me, I trunk. Anyway, hail and kill, Nancy Pelosi, hand job for your information. Don't shoot your eye out with your new Red Ryder BB gun, Neeley.
Red Ryder? No, you certainly don't have that.
Yeah, so that of course is from Tex Nation.
Of course,
in the chat room. But then another guy who checked in with us a month or two ago, a couple months ago, Sid from Indonesia.
Okay.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Well, he checked in. He says, hail and kill. Hi, it's me, Sid again.
Hello, Sid.
I have another tragic story from Indonesia.
Okay.
I think he's the one who sent us the sex dolls from heaven.
Right,
where they found the blow-up doll and they thought it was like a gift from heaven. Mm-hmm. And they dressed it up and carried it around the town and stuff and acted like it was like some kind of a religious sign or something.
Right.
Let's see what he sent this way.
Okay.
Let's see here. Well, come on. Slow.
What is a video?
No, it's not a video. A widower, get this, a widower is forced to show his penis to friends and officials after his wife's death is blamed on his large genitals. But he's cleared when all agree that he is just normal sized.
How does this even happen? Are you sure this isn't World News Daily?
This is the Daily Mail.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
But you know that's these third world countries that, you know, they just have those weird belief systems.
I guess so. So they thought what? That his dick was so big that he fucked her to death?
Yeah, he fucked her to death.
Nice. Well, not that that's a bad idea, but you know.
Well, apparently he had the major big schlong, and he just basically broke her in half and killed her.
But they found out he didn't.
Well,
he's been lying all these years.
Yeah. A widower had to show his penis to friends and officials after his father-in-law reported him to the police, claiming his large genitals were so big they killed his daughter during sex.
Wow. Okay.
He had to kill her schlong.
Yeah, I guess.
The grieving son-in-law, named only as Baresh, was brought in for questioning in February this year, and he was asked to reveal the size of his penis right in front of his late wife's relatives and the head of the local village.
Okay, now this leads me to a question. Even if, let's just say this guy had a 17-inch fucking by 5-inch diameter or 5-inch width. He had a ginormous fucking cock. Even if that did kill her, that's still not a crime, is it? If she fucking consented to taking that big cock.
I don't think that there would be a law on the books, death by cock.
You don't think that that's been thought of before?
Maybe, but I don't know.
I'd love to see the politician trying to use that on his trail, stomping. I am for the death penalty for people that kill their wives with their cocks.
Yeah, with their large cocks.
Yeah. There's no place for giant dicks in our country.
Unless it's me.
What kind of fucking story is this?
His father-in-law, Nettie, N-E-D-I, Sito, S-I-T-O, Nettie Sito.
Nettie Sito. I know him.
Yeah. 55, from the village of Marin Kidul.
Oh, Nettie Sito from Marin Kidul?
Yeah.
Yeah, he delivers all my curry to me.
Right. In the Marin district of Indonesia, East Java province, had heard rumors circulating about his daughter Jumantri's death, age 23, before reporting his son-in-law to the police.
Yeah. He reported him.
He reported him.
Maybe his daughter just had an abnormally small vag. Did you ever think of that?
Well, when do we ever blame the woman for anything?
But that could be it, too. Maybe she did too many Kegels or some shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle his remarkably average-sized cock.
Right.
Jeez.
But officials found Baresh's genitals to be fairly normal size.
Sir, could you fluff that up a little bit? We need to see it in an erect state.
We think you're holding back, sir.
How would you like to be the cop? Putting on the rubber glove and then flicking the head of his dick a little bit, trying to get some juice going in there?
Yeah.
We can't tell yet, sir. The gay cop comes along. Let me help with that. Starts jerking him off.
Right.
Next thing you know, you got cops lining up to blow him.
The judge up there, bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Bailiff, 10 strokes, please. Objection. He should only have to subject himself to 8 strokes. I mean, how do you judge this? I would love to. Is there video?
No, there's no video, not that I'm aware of.
There needs to be video on this story.
But the officials, excuse me, but the officials found Baresh's genitals to be fairly normal size and were not the cause of his daughter's death, which with her eventually found to have died from suffering an apparent epileptic fit during the night.
Is there a chart somewhere that they measure against that says this is normal and this is too big and this is too small? Is there a chart in the police book somewhere?
I don't know. And if they found you to be of a certain size, is that illegal to have that big of a dick?
Are you not allowed to have sex if you fucking have a 14-incher? I mean, where's the standard here? We need answers. This article, they did a poor job of reporting.
Yeah, I agree. The head of the Probolung Criminal Investigation Unit told DTIC today, after seeing firsthand the size of the genitals that were thought to be large, it turned out that they were just normal size.
Wow. Is that him bragging about himself or just downplaying that guy?
Probably downplaying that guy.
You think?
Yeah.
I think he's bragging about himself. Well, I looked at it. It didn't look like so much to me. But, I'm used to seeing a fucking horse cock.
Right. At the time, the father-in-law revoked the report, and both parties have now forgiven each other.
Well, it's just a daughter.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a son.
I'm sorry, I take it back.
So you fucked my daughter to death. Whatever. It's all good.
It was claimed that the father-in-law had become so overwhelmed by the death of his daughter that he decided to make the report, in the knowledge that she had been in a relationship with Baresh.
So did the daughter consistently tell Dad, I love Baresh, but man, what a big dick he has. He's really fucking tearing up my pussy. It's okay, daughter. How does he know that the guy has a big cock?
Well, maybe he just gathered that she died in the night, so he maybe just made some kind of assumption that the reason she died is they were having sex and he killed her with his big dick.
What a fucking story.
I know.
What the hell?
But he has now accepted the findings that she died of epilepsy, that she had been suffering for a number of years, and the family have forgiven each other.
Look, I may not be a doctor, but epilepsy is a long way from being fucked to death, isn't it?
Well, again, we gotta blame somebody or something, right?
I guess, but geez, oh man, are you kidding me? That's just a strange story.
It is a strange story. Only in one of these backward ass countries.
That's right.
Too funny.
Yep.
Let me see here. There is a lot of email.
Well, let's blow through a few.
I'm going to. Let's see here. This one comes from this one comes from Mark Miller.
Okay.
Let me click on this story here. We're getting into stories early,
I guess,
because we've kind of neglected a few.
That's all right.
Breast ironing awareness is needed in the school.
Breast ironing?
Breast ironing.
Can't wait to hear what this is.
The practice involves ironing a girl's chest with hot objects to delay breasts from growing so she does not attract male attention.
What country is this in?
Let's see where this is at.
Can't be here.
Let's see, where is this taking place? It doesn't say yet. We'll get to it, I'm sure.
Okay.
Conservative MP Nikki Morgan said teachers must also be educated as they have a very important role to play. The Home Office said teachers have a duty to report concerns. This is in the UK, apparently.
Okay.
Kinaya, that's Kinaya, Kinaya, whose name we have changed, lives in the UK. Her
So they changed the name and they went with Kanea?
Kanea.
They couldn't have gone with Sally? Kanea.
Kanea.
Right.
Her family descends from West Africa, where this happens in West Africa. Okay.
Oh, that's normal.
Where breast ironing originates, and she was subjected to it at the age of 10.
Wow.
She said her mother told her that if you don't iron them, men will start coming on to you to have sex with you.
Oh, that part's true.
Uh-huh. It isn't often the child's mother who will undertake the breast ironing, which usually involves heating a stone or a spoon on a flame and then pressing or massaging and flattening the breasts.
Ugh. God, can you imagine just the level of fried egg tits you must be looking at in that place? Just yuck. Everything looks like a broken egg in a fucking pan.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just the bizarre, archaic rituals that some of these people go through.
And no kidding. To avoid what? To avoid what every creature does? Stupid.
Yeah. This could go on for months. Time does not erase the kind of pain that Kanea explained. You're not even allowed to cry out. If you do, you are said to have brought shame to your family, and you are not a very strong girl.
Shame.
What do you mean you're crying out because you have a hot poker going across your tits?
I'm going to put these white hot fucking rocks on your tits, and then I'm going to cut your clit off while I'm doing it.
And don't you dare cry out.
Yeah, be strong, for God's sakes. Don't be such a fucking wuss.
Yeah, don't bring shame to our family.
Yeah, that's shameful if you cry out when somebody burns you and cuts you. Oh, there they are. Look at that. Oh, gross. Is that... Ugh. Jesus, Skippy, I really didn't need to see that any more than the image I was creating in my own head. Look at that. That's horrible. I guess it works, though.
Yeah.
Nobody be lining up to bang that.
Nope.
Ugh. Yikes. Whew.
Kanea is now an adult with daughters of her own. When her eldest turned 10, her mother proposed that she be breast ironed.
Oh, God. So she didn't learn from the fucking pain she went through?
No, her mother.
Oh, her mother.
The grandmother of this girl.
And she said, fuck no, we're getting them triple Ds.
Yeah, she goes, I said, no. Yeah. None of my children are going through what I went through, as I still live with trauma.
Yeah, I'll bet.
She has since moved away from her family, believing that there was a real risk they would have performed breast ironing on her daughters without her consent. It is thought that around 1,000 girls in the UK have been affected by breast ironing. But while awareness is growing around female genitalia mutilation, there are fears that few people know about breast ironing.
Well, I can say I've never heard of it until tonight.
Yeah, I've never heard of that either. One woman told the Victoria blah, blah, blah she only realized breast ironing was not normal when she discovered her body looked different than her classmates during a PE class in her UK school, which led her to become distressed. Her sister had breast ironed her from the age of 8. But her teachers failed to notice when she became withdrawn and stopped wanting to take part in PE class. If my PE teacher had known if they were trained, they could have had the help. They could have had the help I needed growing up. The joint president of the National Education Union is now calling for school staff and in particular PE teachers to be taught how to notice these signs.
Okay.
She also wants it to be covered in the schools in the same way as part of a compulsory relationship and sex education classes in secondary schools. Miss Morgan said issues such as breast ironing could be tackled, addressed, and talked about and stopped. She added that the curriculum could be kept under review as different areas of the practice, custom, or abuse come to light. Those working with girls and young women should also be taught to recognize that breast ironing is taking place in the UK. She continued, and to be able to advise the young person on what action they need to take. Well, diversity is our strength after all.
Yeah, of course it is. This is... You know what? I'm starting to think we shouldn't read user email or fan emails. The fuck are these guys? I think the stuff you look up is fucked up. What is this shit?
Well, I think it's our fans trying to outfuck each other.
Yeah, or trying to outfuck you.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, smokes. Boob ironing.
Yeah, I never heard of this.
I never did either. Jesus.
One woman by the name of Simone told the Victoria Derbyshire program that she was breast ironed at the age of 13 when her mom found out that she was gay. According to her, maybe I was attractive because of my breasts, so if she can iron them and I'm flat, then maybe I'll be ugly and no one will admire me. In her case, the breast ironing went on for months. Like many young girls, she was also made to wear an extremely tight strap around her chest to suppress them even more, which caused her difficulty breathing.
Jesus Christ.
I know. A few years later, when she had a baby to the man that she was forced to marry, the long-term damage became apparent. When it comes to breastfeeding, it is so strenuous, like there's a knot inside, she explained.
Yeah.
It had scar tissue.
Yeah.
It seemed like maybe some of the nerves were destroyed.
Just think that probably too, wherever they ironed, like if she's got milk coming into those tits, it leaves like a crevice in the top of the tit. It almost looks like a balloon that's been blown up and down like 14 times. So it's got like a saggy spot in the middle of it. Ugh, this is just a horrendous fucking story, dude.
It is.
It's making my stomach hurt.
There is no specific offense for breast ironing, but the Home Office described it as a form of child abuse and said it should be prosecuted under the general assault laws.
Okay.
A former gynecologist nurse who now works as a safeguarding lecturer said that the true scale of breast ironing in the UK was being obscured because of underreporting. She described it as a sensitive, hidden crime with women afraid to speak out for fear of being ousted from their communities.
Somehow I don't think I'd care. I'd be like, okay, oust me from my community, but keep those fucking hot rocks away from my tits.
Well, diversity is our strength after all. I know this is happening because people have divulged it to me, and they've said that it's the first time openly that they've ever spoken out about what's happened to them, and they felt ashamed.
Right.
Simone still bears the scars from the abuse she endured. She wants to raise awareness of the crime. She says, the least it's abuse. It hurts. It dehumanizes you, and you are not a human being.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something.
So, anyway, our fans with their fuckyism.
Yeah, Jesus. Thanks a lot, whoever sent that in.
That was Mark Miller.
Oh, Mark, you're fucking banned. Don't send any more of those stories. Jesus.
Yeah. Boy. Some people, this goes back to the comment that you made, just before the break about, what are people these days?
Okay.
I have no idea who this guy is. You might know him because you pay more attention to the entertainment world than I do.
Okay.
Who is Sam Smith?
Isn't he a singer? Like a pop singer?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I'm not aware of his music per se, but I've heard the name.
So anyway, Sam Smith comes out as a non-binary, saying he feels like a woman sometimes and has considered having a sex change.
Neeley, that's they.
Well, I'm reading just what it says.
Get the pronoun right. I don't want to be sued for not being pronoun appreciative.
No, it's misgendering.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be sued for that, so they feel like a woman sometimes.
Well, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
That's right. Well, if they feel like a woman sometimes, they always feel like a nut. Fucking kook.
Yeah. He was speaking.
No, Bobby,
go ahead.
Wait a minute. Bobby, he's a faggot that needs publicity? Come on. That's a little harsh. Wouldn't you call that harsh, Neeley?
Very harsh. I want to distance myself from those kind of comments.
I got to distance myself as well. Bobby, I would ban you, but I'm going to ask you politely. Don't say such words. You know, the F word is very hurtful. Very hurtful.
And offensive.
And offensive.
He was speaking to actress Jamil about fame, body image, and confidence.
Okay.
I've always had a little bit of a war going on within my body and my mind, Sam said in an interview. That's known as mental illness there, Sam. I do think like a woman sometimes in my head. Sometimes I've questioned, do I want a sex change? It's something I still think about, like, do I want to? Well, Sam, I'll give you the number of Marcy Free. You can ask him what he thinks about his sex change.
How about even more to the point? Who cares? Why are you even telling? Why does the world need to know this about you?
Well, because these people are important and they're enlightened because they're pop stars and they've written a couple of songs or performed a few songs.
I forgot about that. You're right, Neeley.
Many non-binary people don't identify as either male or female and use the pronouns they
Thank you.
or them instead of he or she.
Mm-hmm.
Sam says listening to conversations about being non-binary made him realize that that was how he identified.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a male or a female. I think I flow somewhere in between. It's all on the spectrum, he said.
Faggot. Faggot. Oh.
Faggot. Faggot.
Kook.
Sorry, it must be my allergies acting up.
They're acting up. They're running through the speaker to here too. Oh.
Fucking homo.
Kill yourself.
Files, cocksucker. Man.
Fucked in the head. Fucked in the head.
Are you all right, Chris?
Just choking a little bit here.
You're choking or you're getting choked up?
Yeah, that's it. I'm getting choked up.
Yeah.
Bone smoker.
He added that he always resented being feminine in many ways and described being non-binary as being your own special creation.
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
That I'm somehow special. I'm the unicorn of the human race.
Yeah, I need to be more special than everybody else.
Yeah,
Shut up.
look at me. I'm a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the big horn on the top of my head.
Yeah, not just the one invading my ass.
Agate. I knew I was different. See, I knew I was different until the age of 21. China, who lives in Leeds and identifies as a non-binary.
Good for him.
China, like Sam, says that discovering other people who identify as non-binary help them understand how they perceive their gender.
Mm-hmm.
When I started studying gender as part of my English degree, it hit me like a thunderbolt. I was non-binary.
Why would gender be part of an English degree's studies? Why would that? I don't understand the correlation between gender and English.
Well, maybe when he ran across the word they, it had various meanings, and to go, hey, I fit right in there.
Yeah, I've got a new meaning for it. Yeah, there he is. Is that him?
Let me take a look. Yeah, that's him.
Is that him?
Yeah, he's the unicorn.
Yeah, look at him.
He's the elusive unicorn.
There he is.
He's special.
He sure is.
He's very special.
Sure is.
I've always existed between the two genders.
Have you?
I think we all have. I think we're all made up of part of our mother and part of our father.
Yeah. This whole identify. How in the world how did this get past being insanity?
I don't know.
How did this get accepted on any level to say, well, I'm going to choose what I am instead of science choosing it for me? How the fuck did that happen?
You're not using the correct terminology. The correct terminology is your gender assignment at birth.
Yeah. How did that become a thing? You're damn right you have a gender assignment at birth. If you have a dick or a pussy, that's your fucking gender assignment.
Yeah.
It's not a random thought that some fucking doctor has. He looks down, he sees a cock or a vag, and he fucking makes a determination. Boy, girl, that's it. You can pretend, you could be a tranny if you want to, or you could be a butch dyke, or isn't that what we used to call them, butch dykes?
Something like that.
You know, you could be that if that's what you choose to be, but you're not a fucking, you're not something because you just pretend to be.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Well, this is all really come to a head since the popularity of social media.
Of course.
It's just this whole self-grandizing, narcissistic thing.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, look at me. I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm special. I'm different.
And even my mom must have known because she named me Sam, which could go either way.
Right. It could be Samuel or Samantha.
That's right.
It was prophesized.
Even mommy and daddy knew. Oh, that we are so fucked as a people.
Yeah.
Do other people in other countries just look at this shit and laugh at us? What a fucking embarrassment it is.
Well, this I don't know. I think this is over in the UK.
Yeah.
So they're suffering with the same, issues that we are as far as this social, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. The Muslims just have to be the radical Muslims just have to be watching this shit going, man, it is going to be so easy to mow these motherfuckers over. We're just going to wait a little more time and then we're going to take the fuck over.
Yeah. They're like fat cats just lying in wait watching the mice scurry around.
They're just waiting a little more time for our generation to die off and leave just a bunch of weak fucking non-gender assigned pussies left.
Yeah.
To fucking deal with to try and stop them. And they'll just mow them over. Oh, just fucking pathetic.
But non-binary people like China and writer Jamie Windust say that they face daily scrutiny from other people. Yeah, because you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Nobody wants to deal with your bullshit.
Yeah. I don't mind the question but context is important, Jamie tells Newsbeat. With most people, they don't have that context. We'll just be talking and having a normal conversation, and it'll go from 0 to 100, and they'll ask something really bizarre about myself, usually about my body.
Mm-hmm.
You only need to know that if we're having sex. In an interview with Jamila...
Hold on. Then stop trying to fucking make everybody pretend that they fucking acknowledge your goddamn fucking decision. If we only need to know that if we're having sex, fine. Then I don't need to call you they. Fuck you. In other words, what this fucking jizzbag wants is you will fucking accept what I do as fucking not kooky, but you won't persecute me for it.
Yeah, well, it's the whole let's ignore the elephant in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I know I have to deal with this next week. Did I tell you that?
No.
For Easter, I'm going to be there's a you know how we do the family thing, and a friend of one of the kids is a transgender blah blah blah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have to deal with that bullshit on fucking next Sunday, which will be easy enough to do because I just don't give a shit. You know, as long as it doesn't come at me, I don't care. You know, but if the discussion turns into fucking, you know, into, well, you should appreciate, I might as well just leave early. Because, I'm not going to be like, okay, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it's good that you're fucking up your entire life, but go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, no. But yeah, next week is going to be, I get to deal with that horse shit firsthand. I can't wait to fucking report back the week after.
All right. In this interview with Jamila Jamil, Sam Smith said he has dated men who identify as heterosexuals and believe you fall in love with people, not genitals. If they're heterosexual men, they're not. Let's see. In this interview with Sam Smith said he has dated men.
Faggot.
They identify as heterosexual.
Yeah, this is just another case of a guy that doesn't want to admit that he's gay.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, wait a minute. If you're a normal heterosexual man, you're not going to be dating another dude.
Yeah, no. He didn't date He dated somebody that claimed they were heterosexual right till the cock went in their mouth.
I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
Yeah.
I sucked your dick, but that doesn't make me gay.
Right.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does.
But both China and Jamie say that dating as a non-binary person can be a complicated experience. It feels like I'm something for people to tick off the list to experience.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that you're famous, right?
Yeah.
People are trying to fuck you because you're famous.
Right.
Not because you're fucking straight or gay or transgen or cisgen or whatever fucking pronoun you want. That's not why.
Right.
They're trying to fuck you so they can say, yeah, I fucked that singer. That's why. You fucking idiot.
It feels like I'm something for people to tick off their bucket list to experience. That can be quite damaging when it comes to building a relationship.
Yeah, they're not trying to build a relationship. They're trying to fuck a famous guy.
Or girl.
No, guy. Believe me, most of these people that are trying to fuck Sam Smith are not going into it saying, oh, I fucked them. They're not saying that. They're saying, I fucked that guy that sings that song. That's what they're saying. Stop it with this bullshit. Such fucking nonsense.
Hail and kill call, you're on the air.
It had nothing to do with falling in love with a bloke. It was just sex. Damn it. I don't understand this. This is anyway, that's all I was
Well,
going to say.
Tim, before you run off now, is this a big issue in Australia, at least in the area that you live in?
I was having this very same conversation with a guy that I go to Bible study with the other day.
Well, I mean, is this an issue where you live? Do you see a lot of this or hear about it, or is it in the news, or,
Yeah, it's everywhere, But, I mean, as far as falling in love with some hairy bloke, forget it. Hail and kill.
Tim doesn't want me to ask him questions. I know why he jumped out so fast.
Some hairy bloke.
It's funny.
They say non-binary people can be fetishized by people who just want to broaden their sexual experience.
Right.
Sam Smith has previously dated model Jonathan Zizel. and 13 Reasons Why actor Brandon Flynn, although he has not spoken about how his non-binary identity has affected his love life. But he does say coming out as a non-binary has helped him become happier with his own body image. You mean coming out as gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say that I'm gay. I came out as non-binary.
Yeah. I mean, dude, in the end, I mean, think, how long has this been a thing? Like 3 years, 4 years? Something like that?
Well, it's had heightened awareness for the last, say, 3 years.
Okay. Before that, we all knew that gay guys were taking dick in the ass, right?
Yes.
But generally, day to day, if you met a gay dude, you really weren't thinking about it, right? You were just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, take my order, fucking bring me my food, whatever. You know, you weren't, when you went to a restaurant or something and a guy that was clearly gay,
swishy,
came up, you weren't like, oh, I wonder how big the dick is that goes in his ass at night.
No, that's not even a thought.
Yeah, or on an airplane or something. You're not sitting there wondering if he, sits on a butt plug in the fucking front of the plane or some shit like that. You're just like, okay, there he is. It is this kind of shit that brings the fetish thought back into people's brains. Yeah,
because it shines a spotlight on it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, think about what I'm doing now. Think, and we've said this before. All any kind of sexual identity is where you put your genitals. Whether you all this them, they bullshit. All that shit is fucking bisexuality. It's just a new name for it, isn't it? It's just people that can't fucking identify they don't want to have a simple term as being bisexual.
Yeah,
they need.
They got to have something that's more special than just being bisexual.
Yeah, because there's a lot of bisexuals out there. There were. Now I guess they're all trans, blah blah blah, whatever. Whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. I just fuck society. You know what? Once I hate it for my kids, but they better start learning Mandarin, because the Chinese are going to just mow this fucking place over. Once our generation is gone, they are going to get mowed the fuck over. Bunch of simple fucking pussies.
I am feminine in many ways, and I've always resented that, he said. I never look like that because there's a bit of a woman in me who won't let me look like that. I put on weight in places women put on weight. That's springboarding everything, actually. That's me looking at myself thinking, maybe I'm not a man. Maybe I'm not a woman. Maybe I'm just me.
Yeah, maybe.
Justice League actor Ezra Miller came out as non-binary in 2018, and Miley Cyrus has previously described herself as gender neutral.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that progressive of them?
Yeah. So brave, so bold.
All right, well, I'm going to dedicate this song to these non-binary people who are the unicorns of the human race.
Okay.
Because they're special.
Yeah.
This is Wasp with I Want to Be Somebody, exclusively here
on your classic metal show.